are we done?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Back to the D&D. Chris, let's say after that travel would take less than a week. So 4 days. Lexus whispers, zoop, over there.
Ah!
Saya is also over there. And the Misfits up here. So after about 4 days of travel, Chris, very nice weather, by the way.
Woohoo!
No, no turbulence during the entire trip. You make dock at the Trend air docks, whatever you want to call them. And you're greeted by not you yourself, but the arrival of these troops greeted by a large mass of people. You coming into the actual docking dock, you do see still a large. Actually, you haven't been here before. But when you come in, you see a large armada of Velrai ships that are
Okay.
still docked inside. You do see the royal ship, which is, you do know Saya is here,
hmm
the flagship.
Yeah. I'm immediately going to look to see if there's an enormous tower in town.
Enormous tower.
Yeah.
No, you see one attached to the palace.
Do I presume that's where Cypher is?
Uh,
I'll ask someone.
sure. Yes, you do find out that, yeah, he is more than likely inside of that tower.
And I'm gonna head there, try to see if there's anything I need to do.
Do you go to the front
Formality
desk?
wise.
Yeah, you go to the front desk and they say, who are you inquiring?
Mage Cypher, please.
Why does everybody want to see the busiest man in the tower?
Tell him it's rather important.
Your name?
Alexis Whisper.
Your inquiry to Cypher?
It's regarding the ill omen of light.
One moment, please. You see him kind of drift off into another room. You hear some talking, and a few minutes come by, unless you're going to listen in. A few minutes go by, and the clerk says he is to the top of the tower, the only room or the fourth room, all the way to the back.
Thank you very much.
And you don't even get escorted in there. And it takes you a very long time to scale this tower.
Oh. Perseverance.
Yes, Rocky music go montage.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
You do
Should
make
have done this in heels. Do-do-do.
you do make it to the top of the tower. You pass one room that's a large room. Looks like a sparring room. You do see it's heavily damaged from the inside. It looks like there's been a lot of fighting going inside of there. You pass a couple of rooms that are just like studies and a dining room and a couple of bedrooms before making it into a large iron-bound door at the end of the hall.
All right.
It is shut.
I'm going to knock on it then.
Miss Whisper, come in.
I will.
You enter and you see him sitting at his desk with a massive pile of books and loose paper.
Mage Cypher, it's an honor. She's going to say as she takes a bow.
He's going to stand and return the bow. You look at him. As I've described to the other guys, he is really young looking. You put him in his early to mid-20s, in very bright blue and white robes. With it looks like he's got it's not like a tattoo, but maybe
An arcane marking.
Arcane markings across his face.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
No, for the element of light, I doubt anything is more important than that.
Yes, I was hoping to speak with you about that and a few other matters if you had some time.
For the moment of light, I always have time.
She's going to take the dagger out and show it to him.
Do you mind? And he gestures towards it.
No, by all means.
Okay.
Actually,
Go ahead.
real quick, just doing an insight,
Sure.
just to make sure.
Yeah.
Or rather, yeah, insight.
Sure, you can beat his insight or his
13.
passives.
I'm
No.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to, but
Yeah,
I'm just trying to be like, I'm not going to do this without at least being like, am I sure? I'm pretty sure, but am I sure?
Yeah, you do not feel anything threatening or menacing coming from his inquiries of the dagger. Wanting to handle the dagger and maybe inspect it.
Yeah.
So you do hand it over?
Yes.
Okay, he places on top of a pedestal that seems to actually fit this dagger perfectly. And, he guides his hands over top of it. The dagger seems to glow and react to his movements. And, he smiles and hands it back to you. And he goes, this is the actual thing. I'm actually surprised to have seen it.
It's been quite handy thus far already, and extremely essential in regards to the portal in this very city.
Well, exactly as a portal inside the city, are you talking of the main portal?
Yes. Unless there's another one
We do not believe the actual main portal's inside of the city.
nearby, then I apologize, sir.
He actually gets up and he actually points towards the Arathia Mountains behind the city. He goes, we do suspect it to be there.
I don't suppose anyone has come in regards to the Omen Dagger of Shadow.
No, that is extremely well guarded.
I believe the time may come soon that we'll attempt to use these daggers to close the portal, although, unfortunately, Cole Form was the one who closed the portal originally, and the second portal I found was hardly constructed, so I wasn't able to use its magic. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with this dagger when the time comes.
It's actually relatively simple. You just plunge the dagger into the mechanism, the actual orb itself of the device, and it should shut it down from there.
Who constructed this dagger?
As far as I know, it was the Delhi, or the Velrai. And it was lost in the first, when they came to this world, to the actual Delhi, and was left on this planet when they retreated from the First War.
Is there any way we can use the magic from this to enhance our own technology by any chance?
Without knowing how it was created, no. And I believe that has been lost with time.
I understand.
We are using the technology left over that is being given to us from the Delhi, or the Velrai. I'm just going to call it the Rise. And that has been increasing our production of these devices tenfold to search and combat the Delhi.
Mage Cypher, the dagger wasn't the only thing I came here looking to speak to you about. I was wondering if you might be able to help me locate a few people.
And who might they be?
The first is one who I imagine his name might have caught wind with you before. Cormat. He was a member of the less reputable portion.
Cormat. The man also with my dear friend Marina May.
Indeed. The man who is directly responsible for the death of Mage Coalform as well.
I know where Marina May is. As far for Coalform, it would take a few moments for me to, or not Coalform,
Cormat?
Cormat. If my magics can reach him, I'm pretty sure I can find him.
If you could do so, that would be greatly appreciated. He and Marina May are trying to get this dagger, and he himself is a very...
You see, as you're talking, he kind of starts trailing off and looking up to the sky. That's the roof of the building.
a very persistent vendetta against me.
You see his eyes slightly roll back, and you see the room seems to feel like it's getting smaller to you. But you don't. You feel like the walls are starting to come in on you, and after a few moments of that passing, you feel. You also feel like it's pressure being pushed on you. And after a few moments, he says, he is also in Thundercrest City.
Excellent.
They did try to resist me finding them, but they cannot stop me.
I'm glad to know that the strongest is on our side. There's another one I want you to see if you can locate, although he might be a bit more difficult.
And
The only information I know about him is that he goes by the name The Unknown, and that he's someone who is very adept at
Why would you be looking for an assassin? Oh, I've answered my own question. You do know I can make both of their brains explode by just a mere thought.
Marina May and Cormat?
Cormat, yes. Marina may may put resistance up. But I do not plan to execute my, let's say, my friend, without a formal trial.
You seriously possess the power to just kill Cormat right now?
I have the power, but would I want to? No.
Then can you locate the Unknown?
The hard part is, I don't have a frame of reference of this man. If you mind giving me a day, I could do some research into this legend and see if I can find or gather other information that may help me in, let's say, locating him.
By all means, and any assistance I could provide, I'd be more than willing to offer.
Ooh, assistance. Can you make that assistance?
Is he actually saying this?
No.
Okay.
You know, I could fix your hand for you if you would like to.
Could you?
Actually, if you want to bring that up, I think possibly he could.
I actually was going to.
Okay, yeah, sure, go ahead. Sorry. Stepping on toes here.
There's actually two other things I want to bring up.
Sorry.
If it's also not too much trouble, I was wondering if you had any books on magic here, preferably some of the less. Hold on, give me a second. I need to find the exact words for this.
Yes, dat ass.
Magic of the less traditional sense, ones that deal with charms and domination.
You know you're seeming to be going down a dark road, right?
I try to balance who I am with who I have to become. What happens at the end is the result of surviving what this war has brought on upon us all.
Just don't lose yourself to what you're becoming.
I don't intend to lose everything, but staying who I am has gotten me in very bad positions before.
But once you go down the dark path, it's extremely hard to come back.
I don't intend to fully embrace it. It's a new
You're looking for
perspective.
magics of control. You're looking for an assassin to kill a man. What part of this is not dark?
I'm also looking to help a friend find out who killed his family. I'm also looking to help a boy get away from a terrible life and regain his own free will. I'm trying to balance all the good I'm doing with the evil.
I don't believe it's justified, but who am I to judge?
And this time, we all have to decide for ourselves just how much sin we're willing to live with.
If I find this man for you, you owe me a favor.
Anything.
And that favor cannot be questioned. It must be done upon asking.
Of course.
I would not ask of anything that would put your life or your friend's life in danger, or at least in extreme danger. And I would not ask you to go against your group or your morals. Just when I ask the favor, trust in me in what I'm asking of you.
I wouldn't question your judgment.
Give me the evening and I should see what I can find.
Also, I'm sorry to interrupt you one more time, but it's beyond my ability to understand if the arts of healing are actually able to bring back something like she's going to look down to her arm.
Ah, yes. That is possible. It may be a painful transaction, but it is possible.
If it's possible, I'd greatly appreciate it, although I'm sure you have far more pressing matters to deal with.
Well,
Beyond even those I've just asked.
I'm going to spend most of my day looking for this man. I believe I can spare a bit more time to correcting your ailment.
Any help would be greatly appreciated.
Be back by the tower around 8 p.m. tonight, and be prepared for pain.
Alright. She's gonna head out.
Okay. Anything else we'd like to do before I switch to Northern Team?
Nope.
I always have to deal with Northern Team and Southern Team. That's Solo Team Bravo for Alexis, and Misfit Team
Beta.
Zeta.
Forget.
Alpha.
No, you guys are definitely not Alpha.
That's
Omega.
Team Romeo.
I don't know. What's the last number or the last version of that?
Do Moo. I don't think anyone ever used that.
All right, it takes you guys. I believe it's a week's travel by airship to go to Stormguard. I believe, correct?
Ironforge. We don't want to go to Stormguard in an airship.
No, I'm saying to reference how far we're going. So it would be a weekend 2 days to make it up to the Ironforge.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you guys are spending your time not doing anything of importance, unless there are any conversations going on about.
Stormhammer, you want to spar some more?
Sure thing.
Fragger, yeah, you'll be Team Alpha if you actually build your character very well.
He's not taking my position.
He isn't.
If he kicks your ass, he might.
I smell
I don't
it,
know
dude.
what position you have other than drunkard and kicker down of prostitute
What?
doors.
I'm alpha male.
No, you're not.
Oh, who's gonna challenge me for that status? Hallam?
Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't.
Let me get
He's meat shield number 1.
somebody who can challenge you.
Oh, he's just gonna.
All of a sudden, Cypher appears on deck. Yes.
Oh, Slade.
Boop.
Slade. Oh dear.
Oh, he
You
doesn't
can't
have
hit
any...
me. Slade is be totally out of your reach.
Yeah, actually, that's not the one with all the stats on it. So I can't actually show you what he does. But he hurts. He hurts
I
a
should
lot.
duel Hallam while I'm at it, just because.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'll spar with Geddon.
we're doing 2 spars. Okay, there.
Well, if Hallam wants to.
Hallam, you want
I'll
to fight?
spar. I will step away from my writing for a bit to spar.
Okay, so we get a little bit of somewhat combat in this.
Yeah.
More like alpha lame. Alright, let's do Geddon and Stormguard first. Roll your initiatives.
My name is Stormguard now.
Stormhammer. You're so close to that fucking city.
Oh, but I fail. Let me try this again. There we go.
You
You
still
did?
fail.
Oh, okay.
What Geddon roll?
23.
Oh, you're fucked. Are you still gonna sit there and shoot lightning at him?
I'm considering just busting a daily out and seeing if I can one-shot him.
Hmm.
I have 75 HP, by the way.
Yeah. I may need to use an action point, but yeah.
Alright. Geddon, you may go.
Bring it, you
Alrighty. Minor action. Promise of Storm. And let's summon my Flaming Spheres. I haven't done that forever. Where is my Flaming Sphere? There we are. Hi there, Flaming Sphere. Which I'm channeling it through this sword, so it's actually
Lightning.
Fire and
flames, like, sword.
A lightning flaming sword.
fire and lightning. And it attacks. 25 versus your reflex.
Yes, you do in fact hit.
Plus Promise of Storm. So it's actually 26, but and you take 29 fire and lightning damage.
And this is the first blood, so actually he doesn't have to take you down to 75 hit points.
Minus what, 29?
Minus 29, yes.
I'm at 46. What the fuck is half of 75?
37, 38.
Okay.
37.
37 would be bloodied.
Okay.
Action point ended.
Tempting it. I mean, he's going to take more damage for starting his turn to get adjacent to the sphere, so I'm not sure I even need to. What the hell? Action point.
So not fair.
You do it to him.
All right, I'll give you a turn. Take your turn. Go ahead.
Well,
You
first
start your
take
turn
that.
adjacent to the sphere. Take another 17 fire and lightning damage from the sphere.
That's probably gonna bring me down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get hammered. The first
I'm at
turn.
20.
Get your
29.
charge. Get your one attack off before your turn ends. We believe in you.
He can't, because the minute his turn starts, he gets brought down to bloodied.
How is this supposed to be sparring?
Probably end that quickly for me and Hallam too. So.
We're both fragile. It's whoever hits
This is how
first.
PvP usually goes in 4th edition. Whoever wins initiative wins.
I think we should start pairing up differently.
Maybe we can do like team fights or something.
Okay, you other guys roll your initiative.
Okay.
I'm gonna be over here bleeding to death.
Where is it? Where is
Oh
it?
yeah, I'm not gonna beat that.
You can. It's just
No,
no, you're
my-
not.
My highest is 29. I cannot beat that.
Never mind then.
Hallam, are you going to kill her already?
Gonna use my regular key focus, not the sword I picked up, because I'm not sure. I haven't actually had a chance to use that in combat yet, and it seems like a rude thing to use in sparring.
I will strike you down with the power of my god.
What a considerate opponent!
How close do we start?
Right where I put you.
Right. Okay, so I do actually have to move. I'll move up. Yeah, let's just aspect of might.
Okay.
What's your bloody value? Bailiff?
It'd be 29? No, 30.
27 and 33.
33. 33 is gonna hit. Fuck.
Okay, it actually doesn't do this much. It just sets me up for later. Assuming that there is another turn. 27 damage.
27 to me. Okay.
I live.
Man, if I didn't have to move. It's your turn.
God, that hurt.
I could have
Okay.
Assassin Strike, actually. But no. This is fine.
Okay.
point.
I will. Oh. Yeah, might as well. Since you hit me, I'm gonna do immediate reaction. Touch a command. 34 versus your will.
Aw, you crit me.
You're dominated.
Aw.
Stop hitting yourself.
Alright.
Cannot
You
make
grant,
the target.
you grant
connect.
combat advantage to me. Yay.
Yay.
So, I will. Since my turn is now, I'll set my curse on you, and I don't really have to worry about you hitting me, so I shall Sly Flourish. 32
Aw,
versus
you hit.
So
Actually, I think you're gonna put me down in one turn. I should have Assassin Strike.
let's see. It is 28 damage.
Oh crap, I think I'm still up.
Yeah, but you don't get another turn.
Yeah.
If he hits on his next one.
I am still up, apparently.
Okay. Well, your turn, and
He cannot attack himself.
Yeah, I know. Just suck your thumb.
You can make him attack Gudden or Stormhammer.
That's just rude.
I do.
Like, it's like, wait, Stormhammer needs some help over there. How about you go attack Gaddon?
See, if you wanted to be a jerk, you would have to be charge Geddon and provoke an attack of opportunity.
No, I'll just keep you where you are, so...
Your
Oh,
turn is
alright.
forfeit. Paleth, your turn again.
Yep, my little minor action, Dark Fire. So...
That hits.
Well, actually, it'd be 30, so it still works. So, I get combat advantage against you anyways. So, I will just use opening move.
Ah, you rolled good again. Yeah, you hit me.
So, that would be 24. Non-lethal, if that matters.
It's not going to knock me out, but it will put me to bloodied.
Okay.
If you had rolled average, you would have missed me.
Rolled average. I have like plus
Oh.
18 to hit you.
Never mind. Oh, actually, yeah, that would be 2 over. Yeah, you'd still hit me.
After fucking about on deck, a few hours later, the ship docks into Ironforge. Looking upon Ironforge from above, it is a rather large city set into the mountains right in here. Massive walls that completely go through the woods connecting these two mountain ranges. And it does look a little bit on the rugged side, but it does it's kind of a combination of there's an engineering type district that's just like all metal, cast iron, steel, and a lot of forges. So I think Waylon would have fun there making more glass fucking.
If I have time.
The map
Or
is
if-
gone for you.
Try switching to a different map and then back to this one.
No, it's showing up as grassland. The icon for the map is showing up as a red X.
Yeah, try going to a different map and then back to this one to force it to reload.
Okay. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, there's like a very large. It seems to be half the city is an industrial district. And be like normal living quarters. The back half is. The back part of the city is pretty much royalty. But you do see like the main castle is actually set into the back of the mountains. And a lot of the actual buildings are part of the mountains themselves. The city doesn't just stop at the flatlands. It seems to go up the mountains.
Which part of Ironforge would I be from?
You'd be from the normal districts of it, the pretty much average middle class.
Right.
Your family's what is it? Yeah, never mind. Visions of
I'm gonna turn
grandeur.
to before we sort of get off. I'm gonna turn to Geddon. You have one of those magical messaging thingamajiggers, right?
I can cast Sending Rituals if that's what you mean.
Could you cast one to Alexis for me?
Yes. What would you like me to say to her?
I miss your ass.
Well, that too, but no.
I'm sorry, that's not going to get past the profanity filter. You might have to try something else.
You have a profanity filter in your head?
He's a Boy Scout.
Okay.
Magic.
Message, right. Remember talk, shadowy figure, ask Cypher, does he know?
You have 25 words. You can make actual sentences.
Oh,
No, send it that way.
Send it that way, though.
he's just like, well, he doesn't know any better.
To Alexis from Stormhammer. Broken sentences.
English me not good. Me no magic work. No.
And at the end, from Geddon, I hope you are doing well.
Love the outfit, by the way. P.S. Wear it more often.
P.S. What are you wearing? No.
I really
Hugs and
could,
kisses.
I could really use a handy right about now.
I dream of your tits every night.
think you reached the 25 character limit.
It just trails off at boobs. But yeah, you guys make dock. The whole city is kind of latent in this cloud of like smog from the industrial district.
Oh, how I have missed that smell.
But you also smell a lot of really good food coming from
We
a
should
bunch of the
get-
forges and stills and shit like that around town.
We should go get bacon.
Oh, did I get like a name of a contact or anything from Queen Ariel?
I'm pretty sure you actually boarded the same ship that they were on.
Even better, just follow them.
They go into the Iron Forge, and as you guys go through the main cities, it's actually really nice. At least through the Commoners District, look at better than average of most cities. Paved streets, well, not paved, but you get what I'm saying. Very nicely made shops. A lot of houses. It actually looks like this city is slightly ahead in technology than all the other cities that you've been to. Other than the Citadel itself. But then again, that's just one giant fucking...
Damn space cats and their advanced technology.
Space cats. No, they're not space cats. They're future cats.
Future
Ish.
parallel dimension cats. Yes.
Horny cats. They start heading up towards the palace, the actual what's another word for the palace that I was thinking of? Castle. That's it. They start heading up towards the mountainside castle, but she ends up stopping you and say, this is about as far as I'm able to bring you.
Very well. Do you know where the forces for the attack are gathering? I would like to speak with their commander.
Yes. I believe, if my memory of this city is correct, they should be towards the western... Yes, the western side of the mountain. You shouldn't be able to miss them. It's a very large actual area, just right on the edge of the industrial district.
Let's see. Don't suppose you have a name?
Some of contact. It's been so long since I've been here. I'm not exactly sure. She looks to the man in the golden armor and goes, "Can you escort them and help and find them somebody to help them?" And he visibly sighs at this notion. He does not like being your guys' babysitter.
Well, you're a
And
big guy, you can deal with it.
And says, "Yes, milady." And he backing towards you guys and goes, "This way."
What's your name?
Being escorted by a general. I'm not sure how to take that.
When your queen
Excuse
tells
me,
you to do
sir.
something, you do something.
What is your name?
They call me the man in the golden armor. I believe that is enough.
So I can call you Goldie.
If you value your life, I would believe you wouldn't.
It was just like the man in the golden armor. That's it's so long and cumbersome, and yeah, I'm gonna be quiet now.
Can we call you Tony?
No. Where's the rest
about-
of your misfit team?
Are we
Miss
like
Whisper-
officially the misfits now?
To him, yeah.
Miss Whisper is attending to an errand in Trend, and Malik is pursuing his goals on his own now.
And Shen left us.
So the minute full-scale war comes into account, your party decides to split. No, his name's not Manny. He's a guy I never actually thought of a name, and I'm keeping it that way.
He's just ambiguous that way.
Yep. It's kind of like
we
the guy,
are-
the unknown.
We are all sufficiently skilled to pursue goals independently.
But splitting up in a time of war is a good idea.
sometimes more than one objective has to be accomplished at once.
And what possible reasons are there to split it up from a full invasion?
Oh, I'm sure you wouldn't want to, hear a
Well.
long, dreary story like that, Mr. Man in the golden armor.
I wouldn't presume to lecture you on tactics, sir.
She'll be with us shortly, anyways. Hopefully.
He kind of like bends down to Stormhammer and just goes, just call me General.
No, I'm gonna keep calling you Man in golden armor now.
He again visibly sighs.
I grin. I have the biggest shit-eating grin possible.
As you guys continue walking, you hear him mumbling to himself ahead of you about how shitty his job has gotten now that you guys have come into his life.
Like, well, he really doesn't take airship travel very well, does he?
I don't think he just takes you guys very well anymore.
That's rude, and it hurts me.
Yeah, we make friends everywhere we go.
We've been
Except
successful.
for hookers.
And doors.
There was one hooker, one time!
You know it's gonna be on your tombstone, right?
On the tombstone. One hooker, one time.
That door deserved it. After a fair bit of travel, you guys end up going through the entire industrial district, which is actually quite nauseous to some of you. Stormhammer, you're quite at home in it. It doesn't quite bother you.
Feel that pollution swallow up in your lungs.
I will put on my filter mask.
Yeah, probably a good idea. There's a very high sulfur smell coming from this area. An immense amount of heat. It sounds like it feels like you're constantly standing right next to a forge. And Waylon, in passing, you do see some glass workers.
I will make note of this position.
And you do.
See, now it is totally justified why I didn't wear a shirt. Because wearing a shirt underneath armor in this kind of environment would be fucking sweaty as hell.
Your chest
Foreshadowing!
Your chest hair is slightly grown back. You have stubble now. And
And
it
it's now
itches
itchy.
like mad.
I'm used to it.
As you guys...
You just move the steel armor around a little bit, it scratches you. Horribly.
As you guys continue, you guys break through the actual smog in the industrial district into a large open plain, with that pretty much butts right up next to the mountains. And it seems to be, you have a massive barracks to the north, which would be about here, and just massive open field with another barracks to the other side. And it looks like this whole space in between those two barracks is one giant training ground. And Geddon, you notice something, it looks like a miniature fortress up inside of this mountain here.
Okay.
That for some reason, you feel immense power coming from. Arcane power.
So that's either the War Souls or their Mage Guild.
Mm-hmm. You guys travel through the actual field itself. It is stained with blood and dirt, and walk into the main barracks. And the man in the golden armor, Goldilocks, for some, fucking Tyler. And he comes back with another man, standing about a head taller than the man in the golden armor, laden in very thick chainmail. He's very shiny. Looks rather rugged, probably in his mid 40s. Gray, kind of a short, stubbly gray beard, and a scar going across his brow, over the bridge of his nose, and onto his cheek.
Does he have any kind of rank insignia?
Nope, you do not see one. He introduces himself as... shit, where's my book? I should have had this open to this page already, but I, for some reason, neglected to have my book open. Staven. Yep, Staven.
Greetings, Master Staven. I am Gedden Shikai, formerly Lieutenant of the Storm Guard Army.
How may I be of service to you?
Since the fall of Stormguard, I've been pursuing Delhi on my own recognizance with the assistance of Freeport. They informed me that you are putting together a force to retake Stormguard. I would offer my services.
Well, the services of one man isn't much.
I have a few companions as well who are also
Right here.
dedicated to the destruction of the Delhi.
We'll find a place for you. Just don't expect special treatment from being from one of those fancy cities.
Oh, I think I misunderstand. I'm not from one of those fancy cities.
So
He
that's-
looks at you up and down and goes, I wouldn't put you at one of those fancy cities either.
I like this man.
As you're saying,
I would not request special treatment simply for where I'm from. But I do wield considerable magics. I believe I can be of more assistance than a single soldier.
magics. It's an adorable young lad we got here.
What's wrong with magic?
We have magics already. And he does look up towards the fortress up in the mountains.
Yes, I can sense them. They
That's
seem
magic.
quite formidable.
The magic you wield is but a child's toy.
Perhaps a demonstration is in order then.
He goes, he laughs and he agrees, and you guys all walk outside. And when he does, he points to a large mountain here, and says, "Remove that from my sight."
God, I wish I had something that could blind. Fuck.
That would be glorious. That would be very fitting.
Like cover his eyes like that.
You'd have to get a fucking stepladder.
I cast prestidigitation and create an illusion in front of him that the mountain is gone.
His insight is higher than your bluff. That would be for that.
Yeah, probably.
Would we have to be standing in dim light?
No.
Fuck.
Well, I'm going to give it my best try anyway. I'm going to draw my sword.
Oh, this is going to be adorable.
I'm going to concentrate as Cypher was teaching me to do.
You're not ready.
Summon the lightning from within.
Okay. And you launched your power, correct?
Gather all the strength I have and hurl it at the mountain.
You do cause a considerable landslide, but not enough to impress the soldier. All he does is pat you on the shoulder and says, "That will do."
That'll do, pig.
Basically, it's not a "you've impressed me" kind of thing. It's a "that was cute."
Like, don't embarrass yourself more.
Like, well, that happened.
I've only had this sword for a few weeks. I'm still mastering it.
Yes, that's why I was throwing this mountain at you instead of something easy.
Yes, I realize. I'm not one to give up a challenge.
You did damage it though.
I do seem to be gaining some strength from it. That's more than I could have done even a month ago.
Obviously, thanks to my master help with your sparring. Shut up.
Bailey will actually laugh.
You make a fine target, yes.
And you guys expect to fight in a cohesive group.
Well, we have
And
so
all you
Done
do
well
is
so far.
and
We
all
have
you
done
do is
so.
bicker amongst yourselves.
We like to think of it as charming party antics.
We're just that close.
He will actually kneel down in front of Stormhammer and he'd say, "This is a war, not a party."
I'm gonna lean in close and I'm gonna scowl. I'm very well aware of that.
This invasion will require the deaths of tens of thousands of men.
Your point?
I don't believe your children antics will be worth it to tag along with us. I don't want to
I've already witnessed the
babysit
deaths
others.
of tens of thousands. I was there when Stormguard fell.
I'm gonna raise my hand and say, aren't we the only people who's gone to the remains of Stormguard and come back alive?
Actually, since then, no.
Okay, good, good.
You might be a big man, but from down here you look like a very small one.
He actually gets up and goes, "What did you say?" Looking at Geddon.
Oi!
I'm just gonna put my hand on Stormhammer's head and say, not now. Big boys are talking.
I am fuming. I am so fuming at this.
Now you're just being ignored.
What did you say about Stormguard?
I was there when it fell. It was only by chance that I did not die that day. Since then, I've dedicated myself to the destruction of the Dalhai. No one else will die if I can prevent it.
You sat and watched the city fall.
I was knocked unconscious. I did not watch it fall. I regained consciousness after it had already fallen.
You do know that is borderline treason.
You...
I like to imagine that he tried to help.
When it comes to military
You
rules,
really-
in this
you
world,
are-
they're a lot different than
By the-
anything else.
By the strictest interpretation of the regulations, you could argue that you are correct.
That's all I need to hear. And he actually grabs you by the shoulder and starts pulling you towards the barracks itself, the back into the barracks.
Obviously, we're going to follow. The hell are you doing?
Yep.
No, strength check to just stand there and ignore him.
Sure.
Ignore the crowbar bit. 26 strength.
No crowbar. Okay, so I'm gonna say you resist.
What are you doing, sir?
Placing you under formal arrest.
Under what authority?
This military.
I am
And
not
there
a
are-
member of your military.
The minute you stepped into the city offering your help to help this invasion, you have become a part of this military.
Now that I don't believe.
Then let's have the courts settle this out.
We're here to fight Dalhai. We're not here to fight each other.
You... Sir, your actions make no sense. You claim we are in a desperate fight for our lives, and you waste time on technicalities of regulations.
How am I wasting time? You're not going to help us in any other way in our tactics. You've proven you don't
What?
have the power to aid us.
Whatever happened to the term every man is necessary?
You'd throw away a willing soldier? You have so many?
At this count, I believe we do have enough.
You have enough to fight an entire other world full of Dalhai, waiting to rush in here.
I have 300,000 men lined up to take back this city.
The
Could
Dalhai have-
300,000 men create a glowing crater in the ground?
The Dalhai have millions.
Also that.
We're not focused on the millions right now. We are focused on individual goals.
So you're willing to throw away an individual who has closed portals already, who has fought the Dal High firsthand?
That is something I'd have to believe with my own eyes.
Also has connections to the big cat people. The queen of the cats.
We don't
in
need
fact.
the cat people to fight these wars.
Oh, but that's where you're
Oh,
wrong.
we do.
They,
They're the only ones that could
They
stop.
are the
the
only ones
cat
who
people
can
have
find the
invaded
portals.
this land with theirs. They've corrupted our soil.
I have to wonder, big guy, what exactly are you trying to accomplish?
The return of Stormguard City into our hands.
It's not going to happen.
There is
You
no
realize
city.
the city is gone. That
Oh,
all
yes.
that remains is a blasted crater.
But getting back that land would create another foothold for us.
Getting back that land would do nothing.
It's pretty useless. It seems to be killing like all plant life around it.
So, you would rather we leave the Dalhai alone to mass their forces against us?
No,
So you'd
no.
rather
Oh.
throw away hundreds, if not thousands of lives, reclaiming a hole in the ground.
No, we must destroy their forces before they attack us, and we must close any portals they've opened to prevent more forces from coming through.
This is where you need Alexis for diplomacy.
Fuck that. I'll intimidate him. That works as some kind of diplomacy.
I
Don't-
can't
don't.
make one diplomacy check per encounter, so.
Don't
Hey.
think it's going to be high enough for an intimidation.
Actually, I don't have intimidation. That's what it is.
I have
Okay.
a decent diplomacy roll of 9.
Well, Geddon uses his
Yeah,
Arcana check,
20
so
count.
he's
Yeah,
got
we-
a massive one.
All right. I've gathered the support of Queen Ariel of Freeport, Mage Cipher of Trend, and Queen Saya of the Velrai against the Delhi, and I offer you my services. Do you wish to waste time on some foolish trial, or do you wish to fight our common enemy?
Are you going to diplomacy check that?
35.
35. Okay. He'll listen. He'll actually listen to your words. We will bring you, but don't think this isn't over. When this, what's the word I'm looking for?
Battle?
Invasion?
Yeah, I guess I'll go with invasion. I was thinking something different, but when this invasion's over, we will have this conversation again.
Skirmish.
Skirmish.
It's gonna be a little bit more than a skirmish.
Once the Delhi are repelled and no longer threaten any of us, I no longer care what happens to me.
He actually points across the training field and goes, "That's barracks, was where you'll be staying."
No, I think I'll be going staying at my old house.
Your house has been sold.
Fuck that.
You have not been paying rent on it. Not rent, but you haven't been paying it off, so it's been mortgaged, and the bank bought it and has resold it.
Seriously.
I don't know.
Actually, can I stay with Stormhammer too? I'm sorry, I'm not used to staying at like a
Like,
barracks.
imagine everything in the house is gone, but the house itself is still there, even if it is just like a door in the side of the mountain that leads to a big open cave.
No, I
I'm
think
going to regret this
it's
decision.
built kind of like a Hobbit house.
Okay.
It's round hallways and rooms, with pretty much all that's inside of it is wood furniture and a fireplace.
I like to imagine that
there.
when I walk there and I walk inside, I'm like, this is a big mistake. I should have taken the barracks.
Hope you enjoy squatting a lot.
Yeah.
Or your back is gonna be a total mess.
Depends if Waylon actually stays there. I might actually make him have back problems during the fight.
I'll just like crawl on the floor.
I'll put him in the wheelbarrow.
He's a little baby.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
isn't he adorable? Yar.
Yar.
Did Redfield
Oh, is it
follow us
Redfield?
here too?
Suddenly.
Redfield. Redfield follow us here too?
Yes, Redfield is here.
Suddenly he's like, yar.
No, I
like,
mean into this house.
Yes, Redfield is going to stay with Martin.
I like how
with,
we've all just
Stormhammer.
sort of moved in without asking him. Just like, we're staying in your house now.
It becomes community property once you become a part of a party.
Okay,
oh, and by the way, if there's a bed in the lower right room, you don't want to stay there.
When you look upon this actual bed, it is covered in this thick, crusty material that you're not exactly sure what it is.
I won't touch that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna close the door to that room and never open it again.
There's a weird fishy smell coming from it too.
Just gonna lock that door.
I was thinking more that was the room where his parents was murdered.
Oh, I was thinking it was gonna be your blow room, where
No.
you just go in and feverishly masturbate or have sex with hookers.
Why can't it be both?
Oh, that doesn't make it any better.
Oh, this is the room where our parents died. Oh.
Just gonna lock that door and never open it again.
You can't.
Yar, this looks like a good
that,
room for me to stay in.
That would break the mood.
That would.
Look full at it. There's something wrong with this bed. Well, yeah, my parents were killed in it.
Then I had sex in it. Multiple times.
I never
Their
cleaned it.
corpses?
Maybe. Who are you to
Moving.
judge? Don't judge me.
No, I'm sure I'll find like a wooden couch or something to lay on.
No, I mean they do have padding on them. They're not just complete all wooden, but yeah, they do have some padding on them.
Yeah, well,
Better you.
either way, that room that his parents were killed in, it's pretty much been locked off. He's just telling you, just don't go in there.
I'm tempted.
You gonna wait for him to go to bed and then sneak around?
Maybe.
Okay.
Walk over to Hallam. Hallam, I'm gonna tell you very seriously right now that I'm gonna grab him by the collar and pull him down to my level. Going into that room.
I can't
Go.
lie to you because my bluff is too low.
Yeah, but your character wouldn't know that.
True. I'm not sure if being is good, but curiosity. What's in there?
You're not going in that room.
It's the bodies of my parents. I haven't yet to bury them. So that's what that smell is.
I'm still thinking of like Stormhammer having to just jump up to grab Hallam's collar.
Possibly. So tempting.
You go in that room, I break both your arms.
But I need those.
For stabbing.
Alright, not the first night. I can promise that.
You're in my house. You follow my rules.
Fine.
Leave the room alone.
Fine. I will not enter that room.
Through the door.
I will not enter the room.
I let go of his collar, and then I go shopping.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Waylon, you found a loophole, so you didn't have to lie, didn't you?
I'm gonna go outside. Are there windows into that room?
No.
Oh, I'm just gonna go try to unlock the door and then just open it.
Oh.
I'm not lying. I'm not entering the room. I'm just opening the door.
Give me a lockpick. Thievery.
Oh, my thievery is not good.
Do you even have any of those?
12.
Nope. You actually break your part of your one of the thieves' tools off inside of the lock.
Oh,
Did he even have these tools?
that's a good point.
You
Actually, I
broke.
think I do. I do think I do carry around one of those good
Oh, yeah.
assassin stuff.
But yeah, you break off a piece in there, and you are unable to try again.
Good. You left evidence.
But how are you gonna figure out? You have to try and put the key in to unlock the door.
This is true.
No, he's not. He's gonna check the door after he comes back.
God damn it.
Okay.
Why would he want to? I wasn't lying to him. You would have known if I was lying. Actually, I think we're both incompetent at telling if... Actually, I'm not incompetent at telling people are lying, but I'm incompetent at lying, and you're probably incompetent at telling if I'm lying.
Pretty much.
It would be silly.
Okay. Southern team, Alexis, Beta, Alpha, Omega.
Can you just say
Cripple
Team Alexis?
Yeah.
That really seems to be all you need to do.
Solo team, it's solo queue. Night has passed unless you're doing anything else.
I will send a sending message out to Slade to let him know that I have gotten to Trent.
Okay.
And
Here-
she's gotten the message from.
Yes,
Storm
you got a
updates.
message back from them, so what would you like to say to those retards who sent you a broken English message?
What was the message?
Ask man about shadow figure.
No, it was more like. It was something like. Hi, Stormhammer. Remember conversation. Shadowy figure. Ask Cypher.
Can I send a message back that says, sorry, your message did not go through. Please try again later.
Yes, you can.
Boop.
You can actually do the boop, too.
No, she'll say, she'll just respond back with, I understand.
And get an ask how your boobs were.
Fantastic.
Okay. So, yeah, night has, day has turned to night, 8 p.m. I believe it was 8 p.m. Is starting to roll by, and I believe you're heading back up towards the castle.
Yes, gonna go visit Mage Cypher again.
Okay, you make the long trek up the stairs, back into the damn tower, and you knock on the door, and you hear him reply with, Alexis, Alexis, come back in.
We'll go in.
And you see he's actually rearranged his room. He's got a very large flat table in the center of it, with it seems to have like we don't call them leg restraints and arm restraints on it, along with a
Cuffs, basically.
along with a I don't want to say a gag, but it's
Like a bite guard sort of thing.
a bite guard on it, and says, which would you like to hear from, or what would you like to do first? Hear about your mystery man, or go through, and he points to the table, Dane.
I imagine I'll want to keep whatever good news I can get until after this is done, so let's handle this now.
Okay, so you're doing the magical
Yes.
surgery first.
Yes.
Oh, kitty. Okay, he pretty much asked you to lay down on the table. And when he lets you know that he's going to actually have to restrain you down. These are here for your protection. I don't want you thrashing about, knocking things over, hurting yourself. And if you look at the actual cuffs themselves, they are very well. They look to be leather straps with looks like sheepskin lining on the inside of it. Very soft padding. And the gag is pretty much, or the bite guard is pretty much a wooden dowel on a like a satin strip that you tie around the back of the head.
Mhm. I will get myself set up in that then.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind, please remove the shirt.
She'll get undressed then.
Okay. He smiles inside of his head. No.
That was easy. Could have easily done it without that.
He could just be like, magic, poof, your shirt's gone. Haha. He helps you lay down on the table, and he restrains all of your arms except for your limp arm, or your arm, not counting your limp arm, both your legs. and he puts a little clamp that comes down from the back of the table that rests over both of your shoulders to keep your body from convulsing onto the table, your actual chest area,
Mhm.
and puts another strap over the cross of your forehead to keep your head down. When you do lay down onto the table, there's actually like a cutout to where the back of your head goes that's also padded itself, so you're not up against this wooden and metal
Yeah.
steel table. It's other than being in an awkward position,
It's
it's
relatively
tolerable.
comfortable.
It's tolerable. Yes, fuzzy handcuffs and a gag. Sure. Alexis is gonna have a very wacky night.
It's going to be a fun, kinky night here today.
Yep. Okay. He basically looks down at you and says, "I do warn you, this is going to be immensely painful.
Well,
I'm going to, in a sense, reconstruct your entire arm from the inside out."
Full Metal Alchemist.
I wanted to go that route. Give him a metal arm. I really did. I wanted to give her a metal arm. But we're going the Magic MacGuffin way.
alright, she's going to close her eyes for a second, prepare, and then open her mouth for the gag, and then...
Okay. He places it in there, and you see his hands pretty much come up over your shoulder. Again, you get that weird feeling where the room seems to be pulling in on you, and you feel immense pressure being pushed down on your entire body. You feel your body go slightly cold. I said you don't have. You do have feeling in your arm, right? You just don't have movement.
I thought it was numb, basically, from the shoulder down.
Okay, I couldn't remember if I said you had feeling into it, but you just couldn't move it, or...
I think it was the shoulder itself is numb. Her forearm, her elbow down has some feeling in it, but it's like the shoulder to the elbow is completely dead weight. So her arm is essentially a dead weight.
Yeah.
And I don't think she could feel anything in it.
Okay. Actually, your body feels cold, but you're feeling immense heat coming from your shoulder itself. Soon after that, you start feeling your muscles spasm in your shoulder and down into your bicep as it slowly starts crawling down your forearm and into your hands. You find yourself unable to. Soon after that, you find your fist just immediately clenches into a ball, and your nails are digging into actually your palm. Which at this point you're pretty much in crippling pain. As you feel it kind of feels like your bones are rolling around on the inside. That your nerves are being played with from pretty much your elbow up. Your teeth are pretty much digging. You're putting an imprint into this actual wooden dowel that's in your mouth at the moment. Your arms being pulled. The arm that's actually brought down is actually pulling up against its restraint. Your feet are flopping basically about. The actual brace that's holding your chest down or your shoulders down is doing a relatively good job of keeping your upper body pretty much stable. You feel like your muscles are pretty much tearing at the flopping phrasing. Yes, you pretty much feel like your muscles are tearing themselves apart. The immense heat is radiating completely down your arm. You feel it starting to envelop your entire body. You see sweat starting pouring down his body, or down his forehead. And soon after, your world goes white and you black out.
Oh, I lose half of my money. I have to go back to the Pokemon Center, don't I?
No.
Oh, phew.
No, but...
Defeated by rival Cypher.
Smell you later, Alexis.
After about it's what seems to be a few minutes for you go by, and you wake up. Slowly, color comes back to your eyes as you start looking about the room. You find that your arms are not restrained, your legs are not restrained. The brace on your shoulder is gone. The gag's out of your mouth, and the thing holding your head down is moved. Your arms are moved to the side of your body. You find your shirt is back on you. and you are just laying comfortably in the actual table on the actual table.
She's going to take a moment to just kind of get a sense of sort of consciousness.
Mhm.
And then she's just going to try to slowly sit up.
Yeah, you feel like it's like I'm gonna say like a throbbing type of pain. It's very very minor, but it's very persistent.
Okay. As she's trying to sit up, she's going to try to press off with her right arm.
That's your bad arm, right? Yes.
That's a good arm.
Oh, her good arm. Okay, yep. You do actually, you are able to do so.
When she sits up, she's going to take a look at her left arm.
You do it. It looks okay. It looks exactly like your arm should look. But because of you haven't been able to use it in the past month
Yeah.
or so, it does look relatively small in comparison to your other arm that's been being overused. And also, I believe you kept it covered the entire time, right?
She generally kept it in a sling, but not necessarily uncovered.
Okay, but it's also got a pale tint to it.
Okay.
You still feel like it's relatively warm from that shoulder down.
She's gonna try to move that arm a little bit.
You are able to, but you're not able to move it as much as you would like at the moment.
Well, all she's trying to do is actually just move, just slightly tilt
Test
it
it out
forwards and backwards.
to see
yeah.
to see if it responds.
Well,
It
she had
does
no nerves
respond.
in it.
It does respond.
She's gonna give a sigh of relief then.
The pain shall relieve itself within the next 24 hours.
That's an incredible magic mage cipher.
You did well. Most black out within the first few minutes of this type of, let's say, surgery.
Hey, thank you.
Whatever to help our nation work better, I guess is a deed well done. I believe you can actually properly defend yourself now, and not rely on the help of others.
Which will probably be a relief to all my comrades.
Yes, I've been actually keeping an eye on them. They're rather quite interesting on their shenanigans up to the north.
They are the sort of party who would take a matter of world security and goof off during it.
Well, they do. Some of them do bring up good points. It's just a matter of should we be wasting our time on efforts such as this. But I believe our effort to the north is something we need to do.
It is. Were you able to locate anything on the unknown?
The mysterious, legendary man of the unknown. His last sighting would have been in Thundercrest City. From there, all knowledge of him has been lost of where he will be next. I have been able to, let's say, slightly track him. I haven't been able to completely nail him down, but I am finding him surprisingly towards Stormguard City.
Stormguard. Do you know anything about him? How old he is? Body type? Race?
Mid-20s. Race unknown. Roughly 6 feet. Carries many weapons of death. Seems to fancy the grout.
How is he traveling to Stormguard?
That I can't quite nail down. You'd think a man like him would not be traveling through airships.
I can't comprehend why a man who only assassinates is going to Stormguard.
Neither can I. There must be something there he wants.
Perhaps Destiny is purposely making these roads cross.
I do not put much stock into destiny.
It's a novelty.
Destiny is something we make ourselves.
Very true.
I have yet to find a name for him. I'm sorry to tell. But I do believe strongly he is in somewhere inside of Stormgarm City. At least in the
Very.
vicinity of the area. His to track him is clouded. There's something that's hiding him. And I'm not exactly sure if it's from me, or from Marina May, or the actual forces of the Delhi themselves.
Well, I have a lot more than I had before. And if I know he's heading towards Stormguard, there's a chance I might be able to find him.
Oh, you will know when you see this man.
I hope so. A companion sent me a message regarding a vision he was shown by Arden. A vision he was shown was a man in darkness with fiery eyes, and he believes it has something to do with a organization that uses, or a person who uses this symbol as their insignia, and I'm going to show him the picture of the I forget what it was, the locket or
The half moon
necklace?
pendant.
Half-Moon Pendant.
Pendant.
Just a quick thing before you go on. What's his name? Stormhammer. Did you actually talk to him about this locket before?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I've talked to him about the pendant. Alexis.
Cypher?
Oh, no, I don't know that.
Yeah, this is conversation to Cypher. Have you actually talked to him about it?
I have not mentioned the locket to Cypher.
Okay.
Because at the time, Stormhammer didn't know this was the most powerful mage in the land.
Okay. All right. Sorry, go on, Chris.
I was wondering if maybe you've heard anything of this phenomenon or know anyone who's used a magic of some sort, or perhaps you've seen this symbol before.
Well, that symbol is the symbol of the Ninroka.
I'm gonna do a quick history, see if I know that.
Sure.
Uh,
Actually, it would actually depend. It wouldn't actually depend on your history check, because I might actually say no matter what you roll on this, you probably wouldn't know. But go on.
I don't know.
No. They made that easy for me. No. The only thing you ever heard is they're a guild to the north. Not many people know of them.
I've not heard much of the Ninroka before.
Not much have. Shadowy dealings they do. There's not much we've heard on them. We've never captured one alive. They account for hundreds of deaths around this country.
What are their motivations?
Greed and power. The average motivations for people of that sort.
Have they ever used any magic before that would create that image my compatriot saw?
As far as their leadership goes, I am not sure who he would have sawn. I've never heard of a man with fiery eyes, shrouded in darkness before. The Ninroha are something I haven't much. The Ninroka aren't people I have actually done much research into. They tend to stay quiet, stay to themselves until they find a course of action and act upon it.
You said they're found to the north?
Correct.
By the north, is he referring to like the northern peaks or northern rocks, or?
I would more or less gauge towards the Ashen Plains. That was their last known fortress, was around the Ashen Plains.
I'll relay that information, and you said in exchange for the information on the unknown that you had a favor you wanted me to do for you?
When that favor comes, I will ask you of it.
Very well
At this
then.
moment, I do not have one. He's actually going to say, do you have a map, perchance?
Do I?
Yeah,
I don't think I
everybody
do.
does.
Oh, okay.
He's just going to point out pretty much right in here
Okay.
where he suspects the Ninroka to be based at.
Okay.
To spell it, if you want to know, Ninroka.
You better have gotten that down, Crow.
Niroka.
Ninroka or Niroka? Ninroka.
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 Yep.
I got it.
As for the Illumination of Shadow, trust me in saying it's in perfectly safe hands right now.
I suppose I should help my compatriots to the north. If we can retake Stormguard, and we can turn our attention towards closing the portal and the mountains to the north, and maybe put an end to this war.
As you're saying that, he starts shifting through some papers and says, "We do not actually have a ship headed to the north for the next few days. I believe I can get you there if you trust in my abilities."
You've shown thus far already that Cormad Marina May's powers are insignificant compared to yours. And I have no reason to doubt your intentions.
Poof, you end up in a glass
Hold on, wait, I
tube.
wanted those books first.
You can't. No. He always gets people in the fucking mid sentence. This is what he does. What
I didn't get
books?
some books from the books on controlling magic and such.
Oh yeah. On his desk, he slides 2 books towards you, and he goes, "I believe these are what you're inquiring."
Thank you very much.
Now, do you have
I can only believe that from the time we've had together, our relationship has grown stronger, and I truly realize what the strength of a mage can and truly is.
Are you done kissing my ass?
I was actually hoping he was going to teleport me mid-sentence. I was just going to see how long I could ramble off mid-sentence, and you're just like, poof.
No, he's actually going to ask, where would you like to go? Is there anybody in particular you would like to be with? I'd like to be ported into Stormhammer's dead parents' room, so I can open the door and let Hallam in.
I guess wherever Hallam is.
Oh God.
So in front of the door he's trying to break into.
No.
Please duck.
Yeah, because if he teleports her while she's standing, her head's gonna appear inside rock.
Oh God.
He's gonna look at you and go, "If I were you, I would kneel."
Okay, she's going to get down her knees.
And you poof and reappear inside of a small room.
Am I fiddling with the door at this time?
Yes. You're not in that room, but you're in that hall. Sorry, you appear in that hall right next to Hallam.
Hopefully Alexius can piece together why Stormhammer doesn't want anyone in that room.
Does Hallam notice I'm there?
No, I think he's too enthralled with this lock at the moment.
I've got a 30 passive perception. I see everything.
I do not care if he crits. He is too enthralled with this lock to notice you coming in.
In that case, I'm going to use my tail. I'm going to quietly lift it up and slide it down the rim of his pants.
And that's why he breaks his lockpick off of
Yes!
his door.
We go
I
full
like to
circle. We go full circle.
Yes.
Outside
Yeah,
of
Hal will jump and hit his head on.
parents were murdered.
I'll jump and hit his head on the ceiling.
Boner check. That's actually I increased the check on that, so you are popping at least a slight chubby.
I'm happy to see you too, hun.
Oh.
Beat him off with your tail.
More or less. Yeah.
You break into his dead parents' room and fuck on the bed.
Aw. I said I wouldn't go in there.
I don't know. I think her
word.
diplomacy could work on you.
So, where exactly are we?
This is Stormhammer's house.
And where's Stormhammer?
I think out shopping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yar, Alexis, your arm seems fixed. No.
I was like, oh, and Redfield's here too. Glorious.
Huzzah!
Cypher, can I come
Yeah.
back?
Poof.
Yeah. Kedin talked us into working with the army here after almost getting arrested, and we all declined, except I think. Did
I don't know
Palos
what Gabby
decline?
did.
Did Gedden and Palos decline the barracks?
No, I was staying at the barracks.
Okay,
so embarrassed.
Gedden and
Okay.
Palos decided to sleep at the barracks, while we decided to crash at Stormhammer's house.
How did you already almost get arrested?
Apparently, it's a war crime to get knocked out.
It's a war crime to leave your city in peril.
Well, who might I be able to speak with to help smooth things over and so we can get started on this expedition?
I think Gedden worked that out for now. He almost got arrested. I think he's okay now. I think.
I should have arrested him for resisting arrest.
I
I may not have basis before, but I do now. Yar.
Why is it always Yar?
I don't know. Once I start doing his voice, I want to add yar to everything I say.
I should have bought you Gangplank.
Fuck no, I don't like Gangplank. Piece of shit champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was your trip to Trend?
Quite
Actually,
effective.
how did you get here?
Cypher is a very powerful mage in quite a few ways. She says that she's going to move her left arm slightly.
Oh, your arm's better. Did he fix that?
Yes, he did, along with a few other things. And he teleported me in so that I could make it here a lot quicker. Had I known things were going so swimmingly, I might have stayed an extra night.
You can call and ask to go back.
She's being sarcastic.
I see.
Cypher's not eccentric. He's normal.
Did you want to take a trip around the town? I haven't actually explored it all. I've been trying to get into this room Stormhammer says I'm not allowed to go in.
He's like a child.
You're trying to get into the room Stormhammer told you not to go into?
No, I'm trying to open the door. I'm not allowed to go in there.
like it.
She's going to put her hand on Hallam's shoulder. Stormhammer is a very free spirit in many ways. He is jovial, and in many ways, he is about as lackadaisical as you'll find. So if he has such a conviction that he doesn't want anyone going into the room, you have to imagine there's a very strong reason for it.
I guess that's true.
I'd like to see the city, though, if you'd like to go with me.
I thought she was about to say, I'd like to go inside too.
I'm about to go in. Give me that damn pick.
Do you have thievery?
No.
Oh.
I honestly don't think I do.
You're a fucking bard. You should have every skill.
No, I don't have thievery.
Start wasting free feats on all the fucking skills you don't have.
I should, but I have to multi-class into everything.
Oh yeah. Well, that doesn't take free. That's not free feats, so you can still do it.
No,
Non-combat
it's not free.
feats.
But I had to use one of those so that I could use my tail to jack off Alum.
Oh, the wasted non-combat feats.
I was totally not wasted.
Well, yeah, action with your tail. That's amazing to have. Okay, so you guys are gonna go through the city.
Yeah?
Okay. When you open the door, Alexis, this is something completely new to you. You see, when you go outside, it smells fresh outside where you're at least. But You can see the heavy veil of smog and fog above the actual industrial district that's still quite a ways ahead of you. And every once in a while when the wind shifts, you can get a loft of what that smells like.
It's like ass and death.
No, more like sulfur and death. Then again,
Pretty
sulfur
much the
is
same
death.
thing.
Sulfur is pretty much death.
Death. Mm.
Sulfur smells like ass.
It's not a happy smell.
No.
Your ass smells like rotten eggs?
Somebody might need to take a shower.
But you've never had like a fart that's like rotten eggs?
No.
10 minutes ago.
Really, you haven't?
It's happening right now. It's god awful.
Okay, so you're in the actual neater part of the district. You guys do find a bunch of shops on the way. Waylon, are you going to show her to the forges where you can make glass?
Not gonna. I'm honestly just wandering at this point. I'm not gonna like sit down and do anything.
Okay.
Do
Well,
I
you got-
spot them? Seeing as I'm out shopping.
Roll streetwise. Or no, you're
I'm not actively searching for them, it's just like passively do I spot them.
what's your passive?
Shit.
Then no.
Wayland's is great though.
Yeah, Waylon.
No, mine's bad.
Your perception,
My perception's fantastic.
but your passive perception sucks.
My passive perception's 30. My
Okay,
passive
that-
streetwise is
But
awful.
you no, okay. With passive perception, you do spot Stormhammer.
Hmm.
He's at a kitten boutique.
No, I am shopping for food.
That's
Yeah,
why it's a
kid.
kitten boutique.
I don't know what the fuck a kitten boutique is.
They sell cats and other cat products like fluffy collars, sweaters for cats, and costumes for cats.
What the fuck do I need a fluffy collar for?
I don't know.
I was more implying you'd eat the cats.
Oh,
No, they wouldn't sell them to Stormhammer. Not after the last time.
I'm just out shopping for food.
Okay, so he's in the doggy district thing.
There's a lot of meat I'm picking up. Lots of bacon.
I'll actually point him out. Why
By
not?
the way, if you are actually buying a lot of meat, that's going to cost you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I
How
was
much
saying I'd buy like
rough
100
poundage?
gold.
Give me a rough poundage.
what do you mean poundage?
How much? Like total
Wait.
weight?
Well, I'm buying-
Wait.
I'd guess I'd be buying like, let's say 200 pounds worth of food.
Holy shit.
How the fuck are you gonna carry that?
You
Dude,
can-
I'm built like a fucking mountain. How many times do I gotta say this?
not 200 pounds worth. No, you're not built that much.
200 pounds is like one guy.
Yeah,
Actually, he may be built that much. I don't know what his strength is.
Pretty high.
I got
Yeah,
a
but
strength of 22.
I
Why the
go.
hell are you buying meat anyways?
Hold on, I
And
go by the
dwarves can
realm of
carry a heavy load
reality.
without being slowed.
Keep in mind, I'm buying food for everyone who's staying in the house.
It's gonna require you to rent a wheel cart, Martin.
Can I
Which is-
roll athletics to see if I can carry it?
Nope, I am not allowing it
Oh.
Okay.
because I'm going in the realm of reality.
Yeah,
You,
like, a
Yeah,
1
the
pound
D&D
steak
carry
is like
weights are
enough for
ridiculous.
dinner.
a 1 pound steak is an appetizer to me.
Well,
Okay,
that's you though.
yeah, we're talking about a dwarf here.
So yeah, you're gonna have to rent a cart for that.
Okay,
but
I get-
it's not
I
gonna
get
cost a lot.
100 pounds then.
Yeah, that's an average military pack. You can carry that, 125 pounds. So okay, 100 pounds would be.
And there's enough food in there for...
You're going for quality meats too.
I'm going for quality. I'm treating my guests nicely.
Okay.
I don't know your pound system. I only know that 2 pounds is roughly 1 kilo.
I don't know why he's doing this. Because
2.2, yeah.
I think his only guest is Hallam, and he's the one that doesn't eat anything.
that is a good point. Redfield.
49
Redfield's there
gold
too.
in all.
I could have sworn there was one more.
Redfield.
Yeah, Redfield's there.
Redfield.
Okay, Redfield is there.
Yes,
Yes,
Redfield
that's
is
true.
there.
Okay.
He's just being obviously ignored.
Okay, Hallam, do your shower point me out or something?
I'll point him out to Alexis. Do you want to go say hi?
apparently that's a no. Chris?
I'm sorry, I got muted. Yeah. I'll wave with my good arm.
Which, well, you have 2 good arms at the moment.
The new good arm now.
Okay.
I'll shout out to him so he can actually perceive us.
I'll turn, wave back, and then I'll go and buy some salads and stuff as well. Because I know she doesn't eat meat, so
Give
you
me
know.
a perception check.
Who?
You.
Why?
You'll
You have to
see.
realize.
Hold on. Give me a perception check. No, it's not what you think, Scott.
Oh, alright.
Ha!
Oh, you do. You find good enough salads that she would actually like. And not half-rotting food. Or shit
Okay.
that you think is vegetarian, which isn't actually vegetarian.
Okay.
That's
So, 49 for the meats.
49 and roll. 3 for her.
49 and 3.
Yep, so 52. Total gold.
Okay. I'll chuck it all in my backpack and then go on back.
Fresh cut meat, your now backpack is soaked in blood.
I imagine I got something to wrap it in.
It's still gonna drip. Plastic wrap hasn't invented in this in this world.
Alright, fine. Somehow then
I said you could rent a wheelbarrow, which is actually factored into the 49. Not a
okay then.
wheelbarrow. That will
Yeah,
that will
the wheel
carry.
back. Then I'll pick up some wines and meads and beers and whatnot on the way.
Keep adding more shit. I gotta tally out for money.
Jesus.
Making a
Plastic wrap has not been invented, but
A
Jesus
chandelier.
have.
An extra
Jesus,
29 gold in cheeses, wines, and ales.
It's cool.
creating a feast.
Yeah, totally.
You gonna buy a centerpiece for your dinner too?
Are you gonna buy a
What's-
big enough table?
I don't
I'm
think he has a big enough
pretty
table,
sure I got a big table, relatively big for a dwarf.
so it's short.
Yeah. I'll get some candles.
Anything else?
Anyone have anything?
I would like a kitten now that you mention it.
Yeah, well, candles, that's it.
Oops. There, an extra 4 gold on top of all that. There, that's all you're spending. You are not allowed to buy any more shit.
Okay. Oh no, I'm down to 4,816 gold.
No, didn't you have to pay Geddon to do your transfer? Or does that
yeah, I
free
think
cost?
it's not very much. Let me see what that actually costs now.
Okay. Let's double check on that because I know that costs money. But yeah, you guys go through through the city, through the main districts of the city. You guys stop and take a look at the castle that's set inside of a mountain. Alexis, this is something you've never seen before. This is not engineering, but architecture of lengths that you have yet to see. A lot of their buildings are just built into the side of the mountains. I believe you guys would forego the industrial district and not pay attention to that area.
I imagine it smells worse as we get closer,
Yep.
so yeah.
You guys do pass the petting zoo.
That's tempting. I almost want to stop there.
As you pass by, a little sheep bats at you. And then you see a carousel pony ride. It's pretty much a stick with 7 ponies tied to it, and you can just ride around in a circle. You see some circus performers that are there. Sword Swallower, Fire Breather.
Honestly, a circus is not what I would expect from the city.
Well, if you remember, towards the earlier sessions, I said that the festival was going to trend,
True.
so it is making its rounds.
Ah,
This part of these cities actually looks relatively lively. A lot of people out.
all that's left is if she wants to go visit the festival. We're here.
She's actually really kind of willing to go wherever Alan wants to go.
When
Shit, we're going to the petting zoo then.
Dear
You know what? She's fine with it.
It's a date.
Okay, you start walking towards the petting zoo. You actually start getting the smell of farm animals lofting into the air. You go inside of the actual large tent and the large fenced-in tent, and you see a bunch of goats, some horses, sheep, some pigs. There actually is a zoo in this game. You guys just haven't found it yet. But yeah, it's every animal you can think of in a petting zoo is here. It is quite
Yeah.
loud here too.
Shit, Helen's gonna go start petting some animals.
You are the only adult in that area.
I'm sure.
All the parents are sitting outside the fences, watching their kids play with the animals, and there is Hallam. Kitty's a schoolgirl, petting a donkey.
I imagine they're all staring and whispering.
No,
a few of them
actually,
are pulling
they're
their
just like,
kids out.
he must be foreign.
He is, technically.
Yes.
This is true.
Are you gonna wait on the outside of the gate and watch Hallam pet animals?
Yes.
He's your child.
That she just had sex with.
I'm a pedo. Yeah, you spend a good amount of time petting animals. You actually do see some slight medieval carnival rides, if you will. There are games to be played, archery contests going on.
I almost want to enter that.
There's another contest. Hopefully somebody gets this reference, to where you have to be as sneaky as possible and remove as many bells from this mannequin without making any noise.
And you'll be inducted into the Foot Clan.
Correct.
Can I try that?
If you make your way to the festival, yeah.
I might try that. Why not? That's something I'm good at.
You people are gonna get shitty barracks food. Meanwhile, Stormhammer's throwing a fucking feast.
Yeah,
Oh,
while they're
sure.
having fun at the
Sneaky contest.
festival, you're cooking food, waiting for their return.
Yep.
So,
We're gonna get back at like midnight, and you're gonna have like all the meals set up for us already.
would
and
you
you're just
Going
gonna
on
be
the table,
staring.
the candles are all burnt down. You're just standing like, where have you been?
So would you like to try the bell test?
Yes.
All right. You go into the tent. The straps of the door close shut. You had to actually pay 2 gold to try this.
Sure.
The tent goes completely black, and you're not able to see it. Well, do you actually have dark vision?
Yeah, low light.
Okay, you have low light. Okay, so you can slightly see the actual mannequin itself and the bells on top of it. I'm gonna need, in order, to a stealth check and a thievery check 3 times.
Stealth I can do. Thievery less so.
As we've seen.
Stealth. Thievery. Ah.
You botch on the first one.
Oh.
Picking the first bell off of there, it rings and the doors open and lights come back on the
Oh.
inside.
I snuck up there fine.
Yes. You
You
didn't make
snuck
any
up to
noise
the
going up
mansion.
to them, but your thievery was terrible.
I'll pout a little bit, but I will leave.
You could pay 2 gold and try again, little master.
Oh, no. I don't think I can get 3 good thievery checks.
Don't be a bitch!
Fine, one more. One more.
All right, another 2 gold take out of your inventory, and you go back inside. And it repeats. Give me a stealth check and a thievery.
Stealth check. I don't need to roll this good on the stealth checks. Thievery.
You get 1 bell off.
Yay! Stealth. Why? I
Below
don't
10.
need this
Come on,
die.
below 10.
You do not get the second bell off.
Does it go off, or do I not just not get it off?
It goes off.
Okay. Do I get anything for one?
You get a gold back for getting one.
Oh. I was hoping for like a shitty Carminal plushie.
No, you'll get that when you win.
Third time's the charm.
Hmm.
I don't believe, man. I don't believe.
Hey, Lucky.
Tom! I thought when we had sex before, I don't remember you having a big gaping vagina between your legs.
Fine.
You are
You
going.
win. Going back in.
Just gonna waste the next
No,
hour on
j-
carnival rides.
Believe in
Yeah.
the art, believes in the you.
You get one off.
Okay. Stealth.
Oh, so close. Two
Thievery.
off.
Yes. Stealth. Is that a good or
That's good. That's good. You're fine.
thievery?
You walk out with all 3 bells.
Wow, third time really was the charm.
Goose!
And the guy looks. Yes, third time is a charm. And he hands you a little. It's a stuffed animal horse with a little jouster on it.
Oh, I'll give it to Alexis.
How
She's gonna give you a kiss on the cheek. Actually, she's also
Oh.
gonna take it out of her hands before you really even give it to her. Just like yoink.
Yee.
But you get a kiss on the cheek. That's pretty good.
Yay! I did mildly comprehend after 3 tries. Ah,
So we're
And
having
that's-
fun making a feast, going to the festival. What are the others doing at the barracks?
She's also going to slap your ass lightly with her tail.
You know what to do.
ah. I've rolled so much.
I hope I wasted all of your decent rolls.
Those
Damn it!
Well, apparently.
Damn it! I was really hoping I wasted all your decent rolls. I needed those thievery checks to be decent so you can win it faster and then you fucking get that 11 on that.
Clearly.
Because you rolled a 19, you're fucking popping a woody like there's no tomorrow.
Alright. What are the others doing?
Well, one's preparing your feast. I don't know what you guys are doing. Barrack team, what are you guys doing?
Payoff will actually
Um,
go into town and because there's actually something she wants to sell.
Sure.
So, and if she does run across the festivities, she'll explore those too.
Okay. Yeah, you do end up hearing them and end up finding out where they're at. Just keep
Okay.
going to where the noise gets louder. Yedden, what are you doing?
So I'm going to ask around if there are any other survivors from Stormguard in the city. I think this cipher had said there were some here.
Yep. You do get word that there is a. What's the word I'm looking for? Sodom's at 50%, correct.
Alright.
See you later, Fragger. Yes, it's 50% off for sales. You do find that there's a. Shit, what's the name of that word?
Discount?
No, not discount. Refugee camp, basically. There's a, let's just say this is just a refugee area to where people displaced by the fall of Stormguard are actually staying.
Oh, well, I'm going to check that out then.
Alright, after a very long trek across the city towards almost the front gates of it, you do find the makeshift tent city that's housing these people. And again,
see.
it's
Is there anyone I recognize, or I'm going to start asking around for people I know then?
You're gonna have to do perception to find people because you're actually actively searching at this moment. But it's your parents that are alive. Yes, your parents and your. No, wait. Fuck, who was it? They're on the side here. Charisse, Chantra, and okay, Chantra's your girlfriend.
Yes. Thing? Yeah.
Do I
Yeah.
have to change maps?
It's been so long.
It
Yeah.
has been a while.
Where is it? The Wishing Well, or the Weeping Well? That's where I have them. Danric and Charisse, whoever they were, are the people
Parents.
alive.
Okay.
Your parents.
Okay. All right, so I look around. 14 perception.
I know you don't see them.
All right.
You ask around if there are any
Yeah.
storm souls in this city or in this tent city, and they said yes. We do actually have 2 current inhabitants of that race.
There.
They're in the northwesternmost hut.
I shall go there.
You open up. You
Knock
can't
on-
really
knock on
knock
the-
on a flap.
Knock on the tent flap. Yeah.
You pretty much stand in front of it and just go, "Mommy, Daddy,
Yeah.
are you alive?" Oh, son.
Hello, the tent.
You hello the tent, and somebody, you see a male flip the flap open and look at you, and then get a huge smile on his face. You immediately recognize him as your father.
Dad,
Oh,
you're
sonny boy.
alive. Oh. What about Mom or
She's in the back.
Shannon or Redar?
No.
Oh. Well, I suppose that would be
Bummer.
too much to ask for. I suppose you've heard anything of Chandra?
She has also been lost, we believe.
So many lost.
Yeah. Why don't you come in?
Uh,
It's not much, but it's all we have.
well, at least we have each other again.
Sure, our son that abandoned us to the flames. That fucking piece of shit. No.
What was that?
The son that abandoned us to the flames, you motherfucking piece of shit. You're
Somewhat
dead
bitter
to
for-
us. Now, you enter this.
Jeez, everyone hates me for surviving. What the hell?
You enter. The floor is uneven, unstable. The whole thing is rickety as fuck. You are surprised that people are able to continually level it into a place like this. You smell something coming from the kitchen, and you believe that's your mother cooking. He walks you back towards the dining room. It's basically just a picnic table in the middle of a room with a fireplace.
Have a fireplace in a tent?
No, it's not a tent. It's a shanty. Sorry,
That's a shanty. Okay.
it's a tent city, but there are shanties in it. But yeah, with also a small cauldron burning, cooking some kind of stew. And your father pretty much just looks at your mother, whose back is turned to him, and goes, "Look who's came home." And she turns around and she immediately just drops to the ground crying.
I'm gonna go give her a hug.
You're just gonna let her stay on the ground. You're gonna help her up first.
Oh, I'll kneel down and hug her, and yeah.
Okay. From there, they're pretty much just going to give you the recounts of what's happened since you've disappeared, and what happened to how they escaped.
Since the city fell, yeah.
Was that?
Since the city fell, yeah.
Yeah. Which basically isn't information that's going to affect anything, unless you want me to actually like story it out for you.
If it doesn't matter for the story, then yeah.
No, it's not going to affect because it's stuff that's already happened. There's nothing to relate to it anymore because the city is complete ruin now, or ash.
Right.
So you can't actually plan it out to where like this is where they were at this moment and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But they go through great detail in telling you how this happened, and that
How did they get from Stormguard to here?
actually they hid themselves. Your father's gonna tell you they hid themselves in the northern rocks when an excursion and what's the word an exploring team from the Iron Forge has found them and brought them up towards the Iron Forge. And since then, they've been pretty much staying there as guests of the city while they figure out what they're doing. Your father also informs you that he is part of the invasion force to take back the city.
Oh, yeah, he's a fairly powerful wizard as well, isn't he? Yeah.
Yep. Your mother is actually going to stay behind this time.
No combat librarians?
Nope.
They were fearsome, though.
Sure.
Whatever.
So yeah, he says it'll be. He looks at you and goes, "It'll be great to stand alongside my son and fight again."
Together we'll take back our land.
Our ashen ground and piles of rocks.
Take
Yes,
back your
but
perfectly
it's
lovely
ours.
hole in the ground.
So
Yes, I met the commanding officer, I suppose, earlier today.
oh, fuck, I already forgot his name.
You too?
Staven. Staven.
Right, Draven, but not as good. Okay, Staven. Seems to be kind of stuck in his ways.
He's a bitter old man.
Yeah, he almost arrested me. It was unexpected.
He believes in the military code way too deeply. I reckon you stay away
Far
from
too
that
rigid
man.
for his own good.
I reckon you stay away from that man.
I have no love for him, certainly. I'm somewhat surprised that you're down here. I sensed great magical energies being used at that small fortress up on the mountain.
That's something I'm not apparently ready for. It's a magic way beyond my comprehension. It's where the war souls reside.
Yes, Mage Cypher mentioned those. I'd always heard that they died out, but apparently I was mistaken.
I've heard the same rumors too. Apparently there is a small band of them still alive and keeping themselves alive inside that fortress itself.
I'd be interested to meet them.
Good luck, my boy. Good luck.
Well, you said they wouldn't see you.
You first have to scale the mountain to even make it into that fortress. Nobody's brought up there by invitation. You have to prove your worth to them to even be recognized by that order.
Well, seems to be a lot of that going on in this city.
Another blow up, another mountain test. Huzzah!
Yeah, I mean, I created a decent-sized landslide, but the mountain was certainly still there.
So you had that test too.
Yes. Yeah.
He's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, really. They have so many mountains, they can just go around blowing them up as tests.
Well, it kind of just... This city is, from what I've been seeing, is always growing.
I suppose they can use the stone to build something.
Or the space.
Hmm.
If not, they'll continue to keep building into the mountains.
Let's see. Do you know when the force is leaving to retake Stormguard?
Roughly a week's time.
Hmm.
We're sort of
Well,
waiting.
I have some time then. Perhaps I will attempt to scale the mountain.
Good luck to you, boy. I pray for your success. Ah, fuck, dropped the pencil.
If only he knew someone who grew up in this area and is a good mountain climber.
This would be too treacherous for you. You wouldn't know the way up this way. This is something you wouldn't have delved into.
He's still a good mountain climber.
Hmm.
Actually, I specifically got a mountain climber's kit in athletics based on the fact that he would climb mountains a lot.
Well, I have a climber's kit just because it's a handy thing to have, and well, I will see.
We'll see how many times you fail before you go to help or ask him for help.
We'll see.
So, Paleth, you do find the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
And then the petting zoo. Do you wish to partake in the petting zoo?
She'll look at the animals, but she won't go in and pet anything.
They smell funny. You do okay as you go by. You actually see Hallam coming out of a tent with an extreme giddy smile on his face, with a little stuffed animal, and Alexis grabbing it out of his hand and giving him a kiss on the cheek.
And a smack on the ass.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll actually go up and like, what's this about? Well, hello. First off,
So
what's this about?
it's a carnival game. You go in and you take bells off a mannequin.
Okay.
It was kind of hard. It took me 3 tries.
So I just walk in there, grab bells off an inanimate object, and walk out with them?
Yeah, but without making noise.
Oh, that's the skill part. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that would be the part where skill is involved.
Why did it take you 3 tries to find bells? Okay.
I found the bells, and I got to the mannequin fine. It was moving the bells that posed a problem.
How much is it to play it?
2 gold.
I'll try it once.
Sure. You give the man 2 gold, and he says, "On in with you, little missy." And he opens the tent and lets you inside. The entire room goes black, and you have dark vision, so you do not have to worry about seeing them. But still, give me a stealth check and a thievery check.
Oh. Thievery.
Fucking aces everything.
Your stealth, you are heard.
Yeah, I figured. I had to roll below a fucking 4 in order for that to happen.
Yep. Yeah, it's 20 and 15.
Yeah.
So technically, you can't botch the. Well, you can botch the if you roll a 1. I'm gonna say you fuck it no matter what. But yeah, you can't botch the thievery part. So the door opens, the room goes bright again, and you come back out with no bells in your hand.
That's bullshit.
Failed on the first one, too.
Oh, fuck it. You said it took you 3 times. I'm at least going to get it second try.
I have to do better than Waylon.
This turns into a competition.
Yes, I have to beat the little small one.
Okay, you pay another 2 gold and you go back in.
No. Stealth. Thievery.
You make the first one.
Thievery. God damn it, what's the literal?
You do not make the second one.
Wait, you thought you said it was 20. Oh.
Your thievery, I'm actually increasing your DCs because you're actually a lot better than this than he is. Slightly.
Oh, so it's increased. Fuck.
Slightly.
Someone already won, so they're like, nah.
This is too
if you
fucking
can do it-
easy. If that little retard can do it, we need to increase the difficulty on this. And you should be lucky they didn't add a bell after that. But,
God damn it, Waylon. You gave me all your rolls.
you walk
Sorry.
out. You walk out with 1 bell in your hand, and the guy goes, "Oh, nice try," and gives you a gold.
I was like, fuck it, I'm out of here.
There's an archery competition if you want to compete in that.
I'm not really good with a bow. I'm better at throwing things. Shuriken's
How
a
bad
dagger.
could we be? We use dexterity.
It's his character, but yeah, I know. I know I use dexterity.
Actually, I'm not sure. Are you trained with bows? There's military weapons or bows, I think.
Unless
I forget if rogues or warlocks get that.
rogues should get at least short bows, I think. Let's see.
I think they
Can I at
would.
least do a short bow? I could do a hand crossbow. Yeah, no, can't do a short bow.
You look at this bow and you think, what a strange object it is.
That's why she's like, oh, I'm better at throwing things.
And you
And
can't
she'll-
get, and you
she'll
can't get
take
off
the
combat
arrow
advantage
and-
against a target.
If there's like a knife throwing contest, I'd do that.
No.
Oh.
Is there like a thing with the knifey fingers where you like put the knife between the fingers?
What's that called? Fuck, I don't know. I used to do that for stupid.
Isn't it like 5 finger something?
People around I hang around always called it knives, so play knives.
There's a Russian roulette game.
I'm gonna stay far away from that one.
Luck is not on our side.
It depends on what the 1d6 rolls up for you guys.
Knowing our luck today.
Okay, you guys spend your days, the rest of the eve or afternoon at the carnival. You play some other games, you play some rides, or you do some rides, if you want, and you guys start heading back towards Stormhammer's house.
Casa de Hammer.
I'll totally
What?
Paleth along. I'll just invite Paleth along to Stormhammer's house.
Okay.
I think he's making dinner.
That's better than rations or whatever they have at the barracks, so I'll join.
You open the door, and a large, lofty, burnt smell of meat comes in. No.
Can this one thing just work?
I don't know. Roll me a 1d20.
Do a cooking roll.
It's not a cooking roll. It's a luck roll. No, you do it fine. I was gonna see if you broke 10. If you broke 10, it came out magnificent. But yes, it's much better than average food. Your shit's not burnt. It's not overly disgusting. It's good food.
It's
These are
averagely made, which is still better than rations.
Let's sit down at the table. Why is there so much meat?
Well, there is
I don't know.
salads in there as well.
There's one salad bowl.
Yeah. I think that's for one person, no.
Oh, I wasn't, expecting more people, so...
I don't know if Chris muted
Sorry
himself
about
or not.
that.
Oh, it's alright. And for
Well,
the lovely Lady Alexis, of course, we have a lovely little salad dish. Yay!
You see bacon bits inside of it.
No, there is not.
Fine, croutons.
I figured that since the shit is pretty much going to hit the fan from here on out, we should treasure these moments as they were our last. Who knows when we'll get the opportunity to just sit around the table having a nice conversation and some good food.
One is Stormhammer writing Hallmark cards.
No, this is a very true sentiment.
Shouldn't we get Geddon in here somehow?
Oh yeah, there is another guy in our party.
He's sitting down with his family having a nice possum stew.
Oh, or-
And he sees us all the time now.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's fine.
Fuck that guy.
Yar.
Yar.
Nope.
So there is wine and cheese and meads and food on the table.
Ah, food.
I eat like half a plate.
Redfield sits down at the table, grabs the other half of Hallam's plate, and starts eating it.
I'm pretty sure the people are just sitting on the floor because the chairs would be unbelievably uncomfortable.
Yeah, sitting like a child's booster seat. Ah, this be good meat.
Must be the finest meat. Yar.
No, I can't yar. He's not actually a pirate. He just talks like one. Ah, Alexis, you have your arm fixed.
Yes, I do. It was a very eventful time with Cypher.
Ah, I figured it'd have to be magic to create that, or to undo that kind of damage.
Well, no medicine can compare to yours, Doctor.
Ah, that's what I thought. It fits so well there.
I don't know why it's so amusing.
Yes, Dr. Redfield, my arm is feeling better.
Ah, it's good to see. That means you're going to be using your tail less then, right? At least when it comes with the interactions with the skinny one.
I'm afraid I'm not sure what you mean. She's gonna quirk a playful eyebrow towards him.
Oh, I saw what you did in the hall.
What?
You know, shoving it down his pants and shit.
In the hole?
Never fucking again.
No. Dr. Redfield has unfortunately seen things.
Ah, my eyes work just fine. I checked them this morning.
Against tubes.
How?
I looked in the toilet for the reflection.
I think I'm
What?
gonna stop eating quicker than I normally do.
Where did you find a toilet?
I suppose you don't poop in the grass out front.
I haven't. There is no water in my toilet, so if you found your reflection in there,
Oh, dear God. Well, at least I know you eat healthy. It's perfectly clear.
Is there a way this conversation can end before
Yeah.
I suppose so.
a few seconds go by? Thank you.
As I was saying, but that urine is a very, very clear color.
I don't. What part of the conversation ending it stays ended?
Do.
Actually,
Sorry.
is how.
Have more of my
Sure
food.
the I'm pretty sure the man is just crazy because no one has taken a piss here.
No, it's that nobody talks to me anymore, and I get kind of lonely.
Someone
I don't have any
passed
bodies to talk to anymore like I used to.
Have more of my food,
Hmm.
please.
Om nom 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 nom.
Yar.
Yar.
Yard.
Stormhammer.
Oh, hammer.
The yard. Gonna put on your armor. Yeah, he goes back to stuffing his face and goes quiet again.
So what have you people been doing today?
Apparently look at my reflection and piss.
Well, except from you. You be quiet.
Okay.
We went to a carnival.
Oh, you went to the festival, did you?
It was fun. They have a petting zoo.
I'm pretty sure that's more like a showcasing of farm animals.
No, it's a petting zoo.
It's a petting zoo.
Yeah,
I gotta
know.
pet a sheep.
I know. I'm just kidding with you, man. How was the sheep? Was it nice?
It
It
was,
was very
fluffy.
It was. Nice and soft. Ready to become dinner.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Well, it is. You were eating it earlier.
What?
You telling him he
Laptop.
ate that sheep specifically?
Oh, he didn't eat that sheep specifically, but it ate
You
each
could
sheep.
probably convince him.
I don't know if his bluff check's that high.
I could bluff worse shit.
Wait,
What
you
about you?
fed me lamb? Oh.
Are you gonna go vegan like Alexis?
No.
Fuck that.
Hey, sure, it's fun.
Were there any cows in the petting zoo?
No.
Oh. Why is there no cows?
Because nobody pets cows.
Paleth might.
If they do, they're seriously mentally unstable. Yeah, right, pet a cow. I love cows.
Can I just pretend he's not there?
You can
Most people
pretend
do that no
all
matter
you
what.
want, Alan.
Thank you.
In fact, I'm gonna pretend with you.
I'm so lonely.
That's how it's good.
You won't be ignoring me once you're injured.
I think I can take care of myself.
If I create a body for you to talk to, would you be happier?
Give me something to do.
That is against Arden's word.
Oh God. He got it right for once.
Yeah, but he has. Pilot has permission to do it in my house. In my house is my rules. I'm sure Arden understands that.
You hear the thunder from
This
outside,
logic.
and it sounds like no.
Salad is really good.
Well, thank you. When I saw you with Hallam earlier, I figured, if you were coming over, I'd best make something not meaty.
You should have served Paleth the carpet.
Oh, I get
Oh, clams. Tacos.
tacos.
Or a giant sausage to make her uncomfortable.
Well, there's probably a few on the table already.
She just put all of them on her plate.
Callum, put your dick away.
It's going to be a comparing contest now.
I don't know. Alan got really damn lucky on his rolls. But yeah, you guys eat well into the evening, and I'm pretty sure you guys get pretty wasted also. And have a huge drunken orgy.
No.
Not particular orgy, but
That day turns to night, night turns to day.
I actually have a plan. After everyone goes to bed, I'd like to actually go to the forge.
Okay, yeah. The forges, they seem to still be lit, but nobody's using them. They seem to be dying out, the coals. So,
I'll try to make use of them while I still can.
yep, you can.
I would actually like to make a little statue of Arden and a statue of the castle we saw earlier.
Which castle?
The one embedded in the rock.
Okay, so the main castle of the city.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. What were the checks? It was endurance,
dexterity, I think.
dexterity, and something else. There were 3 for that. Was it like athletics or
I
something?
think so. That sounds familiar, although I could be wrong.
I'm getting him mixed up with Jang Jong's checks.
Yeah.
So, like,
Athletics
wisdom
would
should be
part of
there.
dexterity.
But yeah, give me first. Okay, you're gonna work on the small ardent statue first. So give me a dexterity
Okay.
for nimble
Dexterity.
fingers.
Let me double check dexterity. That is okay. It is lower than I thought, but I roll good.
Damn good.
Okay.
Endurance. Good enough. And acrobatic or athletics. Good enough. You make a very well made miniature statue of Ardent.
Perfect. And I'm gonna do the castle statue.
Sure. This is gonna be a larger statue, so the checks will be a little bit higher. Okay. No. It's a little. That's your endurance. So, go ahead. Roll your next one. Okay. You finish the model, but you don't have enough time or you don't have enough endurance to actually put all the details into it. So it looks more of a it's a better than crude likeness of the actual fortress.
Okay. I will accept that, and I will come back and transfer the 4 hours I need.
Sure.
Actually, during the night, Stormhammer's going to unlock the door to the room where his parents and sister was killed and just
stick your key in there and it hits something and will not go all the way into the door.
I'm not going to hold it against Hallam, but I am, however, going to kick and break the door down.
Wake everyone up. So
Okay, give me a strength check kick for a door.
Athletics.
No, that's strength check.
Athletics is strength-based.
It's strength. You're not getting the bonus. Strength pure.
Which is the D20?
It's a D20
No.
plus 9, I believe, for you.
Plus
If-
10, actually.
Plus 10.
It's D20 plus strength plus half level.
That's actually, I'll say that 15 was a cutoff because I don't think you have like massively stout doors here. So yeah, you do kick the door down, or you kick it, you kick the hinge in, so you're able to get in. The door slams up against the back half of the wall, which is loud enough to actually wake up everybody in this room, in your house as the noise echoes down the halls.
Alexis
fuck
is
was
going
that?
to get up and check to see what the sound was.
You go into the hall, or you peek into the hall, and you see a once closed door now opened, with shards of wood down on the floor.
Do I see Stormhammer?
I believe Stormhammer, you have entered the room at this point.
I've entered the room.
Okay.
Alexis is going to quietly kind of sneak up towards the door then.
Are you trying to do it without being seen by Stormhammer or anybody that you may believe is in
She's
that room?
well, she doesn't know who's on the inside of the door, so she's
Okay.
trying to just do it so whoever's on the inside doesn't hear her.
All right. Stealth check.
26.
You're good.
She's just gonna peek in, see, presumably Stormhammer,
Yep. His back's to the door, so he does not see you.
and then she's going to sneak back into her room then.
Okay.
He's just standing in the middle of the room, staring at where their bodies were.
Okay. What about the other two misfits? What are you guys doing?
Aelith would be less stealthy and just sees, probably passes by Alexis as she sneaks back to her room. Okay.
I'm probably gone at this point.
So I'll just like walk to the doorway and go, what the fuck was that about?
This is what happened, Pelith. This is where my lovely parents and a younger sister I never knew I even had were brutally slaughtered like pigs. Do you know that feeling? The feeling of having everything you've ever known completely decimated and crushed in less of a second.
Yes. Yes, I do.
What if you kept experiencing that one moment? What would you do?
I was going to kill myself one day. But it stopped.
Yeah, well, thanks to a lovely little god called Ardent, I was painfully reminded of it.
Well, You
Seems
can't
so
really-
far away.
Hmm.
Those happy days, how far away they seem. Don't
Not
mind
so-
me, I'm
not
just
so
gonna...
much. You had a happy night tonight eating. You stay with us. You've been happy for a while. Sure, this may be in your past, but in the future, you can always be at least a little bit happier.
Tonight was almost like a ritual, saying goodbye to happier days. Because whatever comes next, pain and suffering and misery is gonna pile up around our waists, foaming and frothing.
For others to be happy. We fight the war, so others don't.
We better prepare ourselves. The war that's about to come is gonna change history forever. We're gonna be smack dab in the middle of it, whether we want to or not. Hope you don't mind swimming in blood, Pelith.
Not particularly. Happens once a month.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ. Let's just take a fucking axe to that scene.
Yeah, you butchered that nice moment.
Yeah.
He's gonna start ignoring me now.
Well, should just go back to bed then.
Worst timing for anything ever. You get a medal for that one.
Trying to have a really serious moment here.
And fucking Scott just shits all over it. Like, oh, you want to have actual character development?
They make a joke about menstruation.
You want to advance your character deeply with psychological torment? Sure. Shit all over it. Fuck you, Scott. That was worse than Hallam.
We'll see.
Well, Hallam is more like he just doesn't understand, so he
Yeah.
says inappropriate things.
You're gonna have to rewatch it if you want to watch or to see that, because that was beautiful. There's no way we can ever describe that as painfully fucked up that was. Oh god, that was just no, Scott. I'll look
so
at you.
uncalled for.
I like to imagine he's muted and just laughing at this point.
I'm not muted. Just alright. Well, it happened. I can't take it back. So well.
I wanted you to roleplay more, but not like that.
It's not role playing. For the love of God, if that's what Palin's actually saying.
I kind of want to say she
She's a
doesn't
callous,
say that.
bitter bitch at that point.
She's like, so what? Your fucking parents are dead. I bleed once a month.
Wow.
So what if your parents were gutted like pigs? I bleed once a month. It doesn't kill me.
Oh my God.
I don't think we can recover from that.
Oh.
Probably not.
You're
Well,
like,
it's
we're
completely
ending
dead.
there.
I don't know where to go from there.
I actually do have one thing I want to do in the morning.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the living room. Is Stormhammer awake at this point?
Let's say it's early enough, or it's mid evening, or not mid evening, mid morning. So yeah, let's say he's awake.
I'm sitting outside smoking my pipe.
When you go out the front door, you do notice that the door has been kicked in.
I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna say, Stormhammer.
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm sorry. Yesterday, I disrespected your wishes and decided to try to sneak a cake into the room until Alexis came back, and I realized how wrong that was. And I'm sorry, but I made something for you to try to make up for it, and I'm gonna give him the statue of Ardent.
Oh god.
I'm resisting crushing it in my hand, but I do thoroughly, feel, I'm heartwarming that he apologized for it. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna nod. Don't think too much about it, Hallam. You're so good.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go back inside.
Remind him of the guy he hates more.
I'm actually going to come out as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to come up towards Stormhammer and,
Menstruate on his lap.
Actually, no. She'd be playful later.
That's playful to
outside,
you?
How many? What?
That's playful to you to menstruate on somebody's lap?
Oh, I thought you said sit down on his lap.
No,
Oh,
menstruate on his
no,
lap.
for the love of God, no.
Everybody's
I
been
was like,
shitting
yeah,
on
on the lap
Fine.
would be kind of
God.
cute and playful. That's fucking. Oh my God. No. What is the outside like? Is this like an entire neighborhood with people in it, or are we
Yeah.
kind of like in?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in a yeah.
I was gonna say, do you mind if we have a talk in one of the private rooms in your house?
Not at all. I put up my pipe, put it away, then lead her to one of the smaller. I'll take it to the kitchen. It's in the back.
Is there a door there?
No.
Yeah.
No. There are no
Okay, no.
doors leading into a kitchen. Well, actually, there can be a sliding door. Those pocket doors. I could say, yeah, there's a pocket door.
When she gets in there, she's actually going to say, hold on just one moment while I do something. And she's going to sit down. She's going to start casting the silence ritual.
Yep. A few minutes go by and you successfully cast set spell.
Is there a chair nearby?
You're at a dining table, of course there is.
Okay. She's going to take a chair, sit back, cross her legs, and say, how are you feeling, Stormhammer?
Motivated, if anything. Motivated to spill the blood of the enemies.
Being
I
back
really-
here.
I came back here to make up with what happened with the past, to remind myself that revenge, as much as I absolutely want it, is not something I can be chasing as my main focus. What you said back in the city,
Freeport.
Freeport. What you said back in Freeport is true. I cannot just focus on the revenge alone.
You have a map right in front of you.
It's all the way over there.
No, the map isn't there for me.
Still? Oh, okay.
But as much as I want to let go of the revenge, I can't.
There are parts of our character that will never change, and even if we should change it, it's sometimes that contradiction that defines us and adds a state to our individuality that is irreplaceable. If you don't let it destroy you, it's okay to hold on to hate, to anger, and those feelings. Just make sure you leave room for everything else.
Don't be consumed by the very thing that I'm hunting, basically.
We all have our flaws, the things we try to ignore that we know we should improve, but I know from your character this isn't something that'll break you.
Of course, you have his character sheet.
You're a strong man, Stormhammer. And not just physically.
I appreciate that, Miss Whisper.
Just Alexis is fine.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna probably usher everybody out of here today and just have a couple of moments to myself alone in this house.
Of course.
I'm not very good at making up excuses for these sorts of things, so you think you could help me out with that?
It wouldn't be a problem. And Stormhammer, and she's gonna take her hand out and try to grab one of Stormhammer's hands. If there's anything that you need, please just ask.
Well, keep that in mind. That goes for you as well. And he playfully winks at her and exits the room.
Actually, after you playfully wink at her, she's gonna lean in and give you a kiss on the cheek.
Are you just fucking everybody in this campaign?
It's not.
I know. I know.
Not everything's about fucking. She's trying to show him some affection.
He raises a confused eyebrow and is like, that was pretty good. And he smiles and exits the room.
Malik pounds in the door. I'd have to pay for that, and runs away.
I'm going to go to Hallam and Paleth, and I'm going to say, this just won't do. I'm going to grab each of them by the hands. Like I say, we have to go back.
Go back where?
To the zoo.
The petting zoo?
Yes, and she's going to take out the stuffed animal. Can't you see? There's a little tear in the back here. The rider isn't even fully connected to the horse. This just won't do. We have to go back.
Can I see the little tear?
No, and she's just going to start pulling both of you up with her.
Okay. Alan will come along. He is not offended by going back to the petting zoo.
Paleth will squirm her way out and just like, going back to the barracks.
Alexis going to stop there for a moment. Yeah, that's good. Do whatever the fuck you want. Let's go, Hallam.
Okay.
You can stop there then.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Well, hold on. Stormhammer wants to do his final thing there.
Yeah.
No, he's just gonna wander about the house and reminisce.
Okay.
I'm done trying to have a very important character building moment.
Well, Chris livened up your character thing. He started to mend most of the shit that was put onto yours from earlier.
He kind of salvaged it.
Sorry I broke it off of that stupid comment.
I don't know if you know how detrimental that was. That fucking
It
thing.
was just like we're having a moment. You're just like, I'm gonna make a period joke.
I don't know why that was the first thing that jumped in my head. I have no
It
idea.
was clever. It was very quick-witted of you. It was just like, good God, this is the
In
worst.
any other situation, it would have been perfectly fine. If it had been some hard-ass general talking about a bloodbath, then it would have been perfectly adequate.
I think it's worse for even the context of what it was. Like, you know, it's like to be covered in blood happens to me once a month. It paints such an awful visual.
To be fair, up until this point, Stormhammer has been a very silly character, so maybe she just
I
thought he
know,
was
but
still
that's
being
what I'm-
silly.
I'm trying to change that.
True. True.
Oh God.
But maybe Palos didn't know that.
Oh my!
Welcome to D&D.
These are the
World.
precious moments that really make D&D, though.
They are. If everything had gone smoothly, it wouldn't have been as entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Fuck today. That was a rather entertaining session for today.
It was.